Hello. Hi, Levi. Marina. Spain. Hi, Rose. Profile Sapiens. David Jefferson. Matt. Adam. Doing all right. Hey, C. Perky. Skeen. Marie. How you guys all doing? You missed me. Thank you. I missed you guys too. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing okay. I've been working on some new songs. I don't really have. Oh, this is normal tuning. It's just standard, I guess you'd say. Standard E. Oh, yeah. Francis just posted something else. Some singing something else. I don't know quite what it was. You guys hear that? Hey, Josh. How you doing? Yeah, Rob Powers. That's a good one, man. You know, the first album with Dirt, Josh, is really good. First Stooges album. Um, Most definitely. Rob Power rocks, though. I'm a wolf, oh goddamn boy. Can you play any Nirvana songs? I can play two. I don't know if I will, though. I don't play them very well. That's the only reason I wouldn't. But it's on the second album. Yeah. What? Okay. So is the second album the one where they're all standing on the front, or is that Funhouse? It's on Funhouse. Oh, okay. Well, I like Funhouse too, but the album where they're all standing on the front, the first album. Yeah, Josh. So the debut album, Funhouse is great too, of course. I mean, the Stooges are just, Stooges are phenomenal. I hope you all would agree. What was I gonna? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Do you guys like Jeff Buckley? I think I talked about Jeff Buckley last live, but I have a I had a weird synchronicity. I might have already told you about this. I don't even remember. My memory is supposed to be better not drinking, but I don't know. Anyway, I was at the Goodwill listening to my headphones, listening to Jeff Buckley. Hey, Dan in the house. I was listening to Jeff Buckley. Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk is the name of the song or the album. And I never listened to my headphones when I'm at Goodwill, but I found a Tim Buckley record. Now, Tim Buckley is Jeff Buckley's dad. And Tim Buckley's amazing. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know who Tim is either, but his records are very rare to find. Oh yeah, this is Tim Buckley is pretty out there. Yeah, I'm not as much a Tim Buckley fan, but the fact that I found his record while I was listening to Jeff Buckley, and I mean, the first time I listened to that album in a long time, it was kind of, it was a somewhere between a coincidence and synchronicity. It's kind of how it works. And then also today I found a John Coltrane record, and I had told the universe that I wanted to find one. I just watched a documentary on John Coltrane. Sure enough, find a John Coltrane record today. So that's pretty damn cool. Valley Village is good. Wow, Valley Village. I thought they only had Savers up there, but Valley Village is good. What has been, in your opinion, the most underrated Nirvana song? I don't know. Yep, John Coltrane at Goodwill. And I can show you. I'll show you the records. A couple of records I got. What was I talking about? I don't know. Hold on. Shit. Oh, I don't know. I'm losing my mind, you guys. I think I like them more now than I used to. I wasn't much of a Meat Puppets fan back in the 80s at all. I mean, I heard that. Oh, right on. The Elliott Smith, yeah, either or. We have Elliott's got a few really good albums. Germ song. I always like "Caught in My Eye." You know that song, "Caught in My Eye," Josh. It's a good one. But I like a lot of Germ songs. I mean, Germs are kind of like one of the, I'm losing people by. Oh, bye everybody. Just lost like 10 people. See, I'm fucking boring. All right. Yeah, Richard Egger's Crime is really good. Let's see. Oh wait, you just asked about what do I think about the Meat Puppets, right? Mexican Devil's good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they only really did an album and an EP, and I mean, they're really good, both of them. No, I'm not sure where I put the John Coltrane and Thelonious Monk record got today too, which is awesome. Faith No More, yeah. I listened to Faith No More when, before they got really big too. I was into the first couple albums, the We Care a Lot. And then they did that album that got huge. That was a good album too, actually. I think that album, when did that come out? Probably 1990 or 91, something like that. Maybe. Oh, original lead singer of Faith No More. I met this dude that played drums in the Germs in Seattle one day. That was pretty weird. He was a drummer in the band for just a little while. He was in that movie, What We Do Is Secret. Well, his character was. But he was, no, it wasn't Don Bowles. No, Don Bowles was the main drummer. It was another guy. He was in the band for a short time, and he was actually in the band. And but he was really fucking high, bro. He was like, he was on heroin or something. He was fucked up. I did a short interview with him, which I can't post legally because he didn't know I was recording him. So he could come after me, so I can't post that. I was going to, but can't do that. There was an old Nirvana exhibit. I don't know. Is there a new one? Interesting. I'm not really that interested in, honestly, I'm not that interested in going to a Nirvana exhibit. I don't know. I'm just not. Sorry. I guess, I mean, if I lived close and it was easy just to go, oh yeah, I love Black Flag. I'd have to look at the album, Josh. Think of the name. There's a couple fast ones I really like on there. Actually, they're my favorites. Oh, the Reopen. That's the same. You mean the Nirvana exhibit? Favorite Black Flag singer? I like Chavo. I think his name's Chavo. Really like. I thought, yeah, he's he was probably my favorite, I think. And then Henry. I really like Damaged. I mean, Damaged is just for me. It was one of the first. Let's see, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's performances. I mean, set list. Yeah, I have been through there. I have been through the. I think there was a Northwest part because they actually had the reel to reel that was in Reciprocal that Subvert recorded on. And of course, a lot of Sub Pop stuff was recorded on there, including Nirvana. But yeah, that was that. It was a MX50 real 8-track. It was the reel to reel that was in that they had in there. Yeah, Stefano, I do write. I was just working on a new song. I don't have any lyrics for it, but something like that. Yeah, there's some songs on Damage that are phenomenal. Hey, thanks. Yeah, that was just kind of like I just started working on it just last night, so it's a keeper though. I think a lot of my strumming on acoustic's always the same. I don't really change up much. I'd like to, but I always just I don't know. Acoustic guitar, I always just strum the same. It's hard to think of. I mean, being a drummer, you think I'd come up with different stuff. Now, when I'm on the drums, coming up with rhythms, I'll come up with all kinds of different shit, just without even thinking about it. But guitar, I don't know. I always stay in the same. It's kind of guitar's kind of limited in a weird way. You get stuck in the same grooves, you know. I mean, reverting to drums first is good for me to come up with rhythms or come up with ideas that way first. Yeah, it's limited. Oh well. I mean, yes. I mean, that's part of the beauty of it. You have to figure out how to. Well, piano's a little bit more. You can do more on piano than guitar. I was married to the piano player, and you could play 4 parts at one time. I think she said 4 parts at one time. I don't know exactly how, but on guitar, it's really just one. I mean, you'd think like, well, piano's definitely 2 parts, but I remember her saying it was 4 parts. So somehow on piano you can do, I don't know if any piano players out there, but let's see. I just thought I'd come on here and say hi for a minute. I got a weird message today. Somebody left a message. They said, "Oh, I see you're obsessed with Kurt Cobain. That's not healthy." That was his comment. I'm like, oh my god. You know, play a folk punk song. Do you use a computer tape machine with 4-track recorder? I record. Actually, I record. Well, I can't really show you. Well, let's see. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I have like it's just a digital setup, you know, for apartment or whatever. And it works good. I have a tube preamp. Yeah, Dennis Cadena. He's a good singer, guitarist. Let's see. I know, but okay, that guy's comment. It was obvious like he didn't even watch any videos or something. He just probably like looked at the titles and like, oh, you know, it. He probably just came to the page already like not in a positive note. Like he already was upset about Nirvana for some reason. Who knows? Or Kurt like passed away today, so maybe he, Yeah, somebody sent a link. KSW, a radio station in Seattle, posted a link to my videos today, which was cool. Whatever, but then probably other places did too. Post links to the tape, so a few different people showing up. What are some of you guys' favorite Nirvana songs or favorite songs? I mean, how about that? Just and band, but because I might not know the name of the song or what band does it. So let me know like some of your favorite songs. It doesn't have to be Nirvana. Paper Cut, Serve and Serve, Mr. Mustache. Okay, I know that's Nirvana. Everlong and Lithium. Everlong? Oh, Everlong by Foo Fighters. Teenage Riot by Sonic Youth. Senseless Apprentice. Jeremy? Shut up, Dana. Shook Ones Part 2 by Mob Deep. Let's see. Black Flag Minor Threat. Cross the Breeze. Laugh my fucking ass. Freebird. Oh, Dick Dale. Nice. OOP. Tourette's. Flipper Rocks. Out of every song, that's really hard. No, it's just you know, I don't know. Just throw some out there if you want to. Big Black. Kerosene. That's cool. Play Jeremy. I don't know Jeremy. Leonard Cohen. Oh yeah, I love the Wipers, man. You know, when the Wipers were supposed to play back in the '80s in Tacoma, they canceled twice, so I didn't ever get to see them. Didn't get to see them. Black Hole Sun. That's a good one. Cool. See, this is a good idea. To keep you guys busy. Oh yeah, Time in a Bottle. I used to sing that at karaoke when I was really drunk. If I could save time in a bottle, first thing that I'd like to do. People threw flowers at me. Pretty funny. Innocent When You Dream. Oh yeah, Tom Waits. There you go. It's good. Mary Had a Little Drug Problem by Scratch Acid. I love Scratch Acid. I don't know the names of their songs though. I probably listened to that song many times. I had it on a cassette tape. Might still have it actually. I think I kept that one. I sold a bunch of my punk cassette tapes. I think I kept it. I think I still have mine. My two favorite bands are Nirvana and Alice in Chains. All right, who keeps sending messages that are being held for review? Oh, I love the Butthole Surfers. Wait a second. Well, for T-Rex though, I mean, there's a lot of good T-Rex songs. Not that I'm not getting down on Bang a Gong. That's a good one, but there's a lot to choose from. All right. What is a cassette? Oh, you didn't want to see? This is an answering machine cassette. I buy these sometimes just to listen to messages people left. But this one's boring. You know what this is? It's a bunch of like politicians calling this guy's house, going like, "We would like you to vote Holy Terror." Yeah, Holy Terror is awesome. Yeah, Slider. Tainted Love. I wish I was that. You know, I'm really not that good at guitarist. I more make shit up. You know. But God, let's see. What was I working on last? 1969, okay. All across the USA. Oh yeah, there you go. Now I wanna. It's probably not right. I was friends with the Melvins. I consider myself still friends with the Melvins, though I don't see them barely ever. But yeah, I was friends with Dale and Buzz and Matt, back in the 80s. Once they moved, I didn't see them very much, except for Matt. I've seen Matt more often. Hung out with Matt a few years ago in Tacoma. Yeah, I'm going to go see those guys. Oh, yeah, Toxic Reasons. Yeah, see Perky, man. You got good taste. Right on. Look, another Perky that I don't even know if we're related, and he's got great taste in music. Bang, Where the Wild Things Are. That's a great album. Yeah, I guess Matt's, that's what he was doing. He wasn't doing just carpentry. He was working on stuff. There's this guy in Tacoma that he hires people to help him with a bunch of shit, and I know Matt was helping him. Yeah, Dan. I know that at one point they lived. Let's see, Buzz I think still lives in Los Angeles, and Dale may live in San Francisco, the Bay Area. Dale could have multiple houses by now. I don't know. Wouldn't doubt it. Are you calling it observed because of the fact that you? No, actually, it's inspired by Jiddu Krishnamurti. The Observer here. Here, I wrote this down. This explains it. I was writing some stuff. Hold on, let me find it. It's around here somewhere. They explained it really well. Now I gotta find where the fuck I wrote it. Okay. Okay, here we go. An observer is necessary for reality to exist. There you go. Yeah, you can't. You pretty much the observer. We are all observers. It's important to observe be the observer, and there's the observed. Yes, I love the Ace Frehley album. I don't know Pete Drake. Well, an original. Okay, let's see. Um, how about, let's see. Think of a song. Play a spin song. Control the station in my imagination. Rewrite the fiction in my condition. Control the station in my imagination. All of the places, other shade. Control the station in my imagination. Rewrite the fiction in my condition. Control the station in my imagination. All right, that's enough. Just realized I was streaming. It's Jidu. Krishnamurti is his last name. Story. Well, I don't know. I have seen About a Son only once though. I watched it. I really want to see it again. I liked it, but I was doing something else at the time, so I wasn't really listening that close. So I need to. It was a while ago. Oh, hey, Catherine, how are you? Oh yeah, thank you's a good one. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Is that on Zeppelin 3? I love Zeppelin 3. That's my favorite Zepp. You and Kurt ever talk about new wave pop influences like the Vaseline or the Cars? Not really. We talked about music, but like I've said many times, I don't remember in detail. I remember like bits and pieces, like stuff we listened to here and there. It seemed like a lot of times it was either or recordings Kurt had. And this is one thing I do remember that I think I talked about last time on here, but I don't know. Kurt talked about Soundgarden. He asked me if I like Soundgarden. This is probably about 1989, and that I think before I said it was Screaming Life, but you know what? It was the album. It was Flower. I think, but he was talking. Oh no, Flower. I think it was Flower he was talking about. But anyway. and he was saying that he really liked that stuff. And I was a little bit new. I was a little bit new to Soundgarden. I didn't really catch on to Soundgarden until probably 90, or like I remember hearing Ultra Mega, and then I had heard Someone Screaming Life EP, and I thought it sounded good. You guys ever heard of a band called Gore? Gore? Check out this album. It's an instrumental record. It's just got a picture of a knife on the cover, and it's a gray album, and it says Gore, Gore, and it's really heavy. They're like from Sweden, I think, or something, and they're instrumental, but the songs are really good. Just thinking about that band recently. I know I have the record somewhere. Hopefully I didn't sell it. Sometimes I do that. I sell records, and I think about, why did I sell that? Are you going to be playing in Sasquatch? No, I've never played in the Sasquatch Music Festival. I've been to it. It's amazing. Yeah, actually, the Sasquatch the location is phenomenal. It's out in the boonies, but it's good areas to camp out there, and you can find some places pretty easily to, pull off a road and camp out there. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere. That river valley there there's a place called Vantage, a little town. You cross the river, and then you go up, and you're on this. It's like Canyonland. I mean, you guys might not realize. Some of you might not realize. Part of Washington is like desert. It's like after the mountains, it just goes kind of like Utah or something. But it's not like as many canyons. But it's pretty nice, though. Actually, I lived in New Mexico, and it looked like New Mexico. It looked like Albuquerque out there. How was Kurt about? No, he was extremely confident. Kurt always seemed older. No, Kurt was a really cool guy. I've said this many times too, but he always seemed like he knew. I always felt like he knew something he wasn't, like he knew something. I always felt like he was very aware. He was very aware. Kurt was like, incredibly tuned in. And I can look back and remember hanging out with him, and I loved hanging out. He was like, I really couldn't get enough being around him. He really was like just this incredibly interesting person. But we were both like, we both love entertainment. We love like anything to do with, just fucking entertain me. Like I'm just saying in life, it's like, I want to hear music. I want to see something creative. I want to, see something funny. I'm just saying that, like, we both kind of felt like that about life. That's like, life is like, you want to change your frame of mind and not, otherwise like, right? You either entertain yourself, do something, or you're like, I want to see a good movie. I want to see something funny. I want to, hear some great music. Do something, right? So, I think that we had that in common. So time would just be like, Yeah, yeah, man. I'll always trip out on, you know, on Kurt. It's just, it's natural. I don't really get too bummed out much anymore. You know, I can if I dwell on shit, you know, but to me, it's very clear that Kurt's life went from one life to another, like drastically, you know, and I think he'd probably say, yeah, you're right, you know. I mean, he went from like having a lot of control in his life, his own control, what he wanted to do, you know. I mean, working hard, making his band happen, trying to make money to have a roof over his head, going to the food bank, you know, playing music, doing stuff, till like all of a sudden it's like, bam, everything fucking changes. You know, you're with a woman that's controlling your life. You're with a label that's controlling your life. People are handing you millions of dollars. And you have to tour constantly by contract. You have to do that. You know, so his life went like it became his control completely to everybody else controlling him. You guys get that? You know, that's just, you know, I think that he had, you know, I mean, he had a sense of control over what he wanted to do, but yet, you know, give him another 5 years. If he would have lived another 5 years, he would have been like, "Fuck you guys," you know. I, you know, he would have really like gotten a fucking handle on shit. I think. I mean, you know, I don't like to think of what would have happened, whatever. But there, I just did it anyway. So, but yeah, yeah. No, I've met Tad many times. I can't remember, I wouldn't really call him. I guess I'd call him like he's more of an acquaintance than a friend because we've never really hung out very much. So we have hung out, played quite a few shows together, um, or a few shows. Well, probably 6 or 7, and three different bands he was in, and talked to him quite a few times. I mean, we know each other. Of course, he probably doesn't remember my name usually, but I remember his name. He might remember my name. I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, Tad's a cool guy. I've always got along with him. Yeah, yeah. I think he would have got a handle on it. It's just it seemed like he was getting a handle. When you see interviews with him in '94, though, that's what sucks. Is it really seems like he was getting a handle on it, and then you know. What's a state I want to visit? New York. Well, I've been to New York, but I haven't been to New York City. A state. Um, mm, I'd like to go to New Hampshire or Vermont. No, I haven't talked to Dave Grohl in a long time. It would be cool to see Dave. Sure. And again, like Dave, like we were never really friends. We talked uh, quite a bit, like twice, and then I saw him a few other times. Um, 36 minutes. That's it. Why, Dana? Explain yourself. It's got to be. Hey, hey, Lance. Another band Chris liked. Let's see. That Chris liked. I remember. He one time put on a Janis Joplin record of mine. I remember that. Anything I'd say to Courtney? I'd ask her if she's still a practicing Buddhist. I'd talk to her about Nichiren Shoshu, because I grew up with that religion, and she supposedly has been, that would be my conversation. That's how it would start, for sure. And I'd be interested to find out how she found out about Nichiren Shoshu. If she found it from Kurt, or because I know Kurt knew about it before he met her. And if Everman one time, I think maybe twice, but I remember once it was at the K dorm. Was Kurt? Yeah, yeah. Kurt actually put on a Sabbath record, and Chris, Chris put on. It's a Janis Joplin record that has got like a cartoon on the cover. I do like Daniel Johnston. Me, Jason, everyone. Yeah, am I going to stream with Bruce in Alabama? If I will go to Alabama at some point. It's on the end of the void, so it's Master Reality. Wait to hear the Nirvana JT. Oh, have I ever done acid? Yes. Done mushrooms, LSD. Yeah, I was just listening to Terrence McKenna a lot. Yes, 13th floor elevators. Absolutely. What age? Oh, probably 13, Josh. 13. I got into guitar first. I had a nylon. Yeah, Terrence McKenna is trippy. I haven't really listened to him very much, and I started listening to him, and I'm like, um, I really like dug it. Very, very interesting, and I could relate to a lot. Though I didn't take that much LSD. I like Tad. How I ever met Buzz? Yeah. Buzz, Buzz and Dale and Matt, most definitely. Known those guys for quite a while. I don't smoke weed much. No, I want to start eating more edibles though. Courtney's last birthday party was the pic of our best friends forever. Oh yeah, I didn't see that, Catherine. Really? Can you send me a link to that, Catherine? I'm curious about that. Or any other albums? Well, not right offhand. God. Well, I mean, with hanging out with Kurt, yeah. Yeah, I've met Pat twice. Once at a Nirvana show. The last one, he was in the backstage room, and then I met him at a Germs reunion. I've never done ketamine. I don't really want to. I have a friend that just tried it. I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm not really big into drugs, honestly. Just, you know, kinda, it was something I did when I was younger. Hanging out with Kurt. Oh yeah, listening to, well, I mean, I've talked about this stuff so many times. You know, I've shared a lot. There's Shocking Blue, listening to Melvins, listening to shit, Tales of Terror. It's just like chemical man-made drugs. No, Francis is getting harassed by the media asking. Well, she probably avoids the media a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm at a month now. Over a month. I haven't drank. When I met Kurt, I would have been 18. Yeah, 18. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna wind this up. I'll I gotta jam some music or something, jam some guitar. Do you like any rockabilly or psych? I was in a psychobilly band, you'd call it, the Load Levelers. Played drums in the Load Levelers. It's we were bluegrass punk rock. People called us psychobilly. I got a new data plan. I'm gonna actually not do it. It costs too much, and I'm not using it now. I'm using my computer, so this is free, and my phone costs me extra money for that. So fuck that. I'm not even using my data on my phone. How are you new? Oh, it's an older electronic kit. It's cool. Yeah. No, I mean having a drum set in my apartment's great. Rocks. I mean I can play anytime I want to, or record. I started recording a song I'll probably finish tonight, so I'll probably put that up tomorrow or something. I pick up a Wi-Fi signal with a Wi-Fi adapter that I put out my door, and it goes out about 6 feet. I pick up a wireless signal, and I can actually, it's powerful enough, I can watch uh, Netflix too. Can't I can't imagine. People say that he was so interesting that I can't imagine how much interesting. I don't know. I mean, I tried to explain it. He was he was I want to say intriguing too. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Ever play on any? No, I'm not on any Nirvana recordings. Though somebody may have a recording somewhere of us jamming, or that show when I played drums on Communication Breakdown, but I don't think that exists. I don't think there was ever a recording of that. We're all mysteries wrapped in riddles, Dana. Yeah, he always seemed old, like, especially I look back like older, older than he was, for sure. He seemed very in tune. Yeah, I played. I played at a bar in Aberdeen with Kurt, Chris, and Matt Lucan, and we played Communication Breakdown. Kurt sang. Matt played. All right, you guys. I'm gonna sign out. Next time, I'm gonna play electric guitar or something. So, uh, you know, I should stick around. All right. Okay. See, Kurt. Oh, um, okay. We went to Aberdeen to see Attica play, which was Aaron, and he was the first drummer in Nirvana. After they got done, we jammed Communication Breakdown. I played drums, Kurt sang, Matt Lucan played bass, and Chris played guitar. That was it. It was fun. It was kind of like look at it now. I think it was kind of like a band tryout too, though I don't know. Even though I did, go through the songs with Chris, but anyway, all right, you guys. Bye. Thanks for saying hi. All right. Cheers to Kurt. Cheers to Kurt. All right, you guys. Bye.